Thank you for joining us. 2020 has been a year like no other. During this Christmas season, we find that our hearts are drawn to traditions that remind us of family and friends, loved ones that we may not be able to physically hug this year. Traditions are something that we can all grasp onto and participate in, whether we are all together in the same room or hundreds of miles apart. So without further ado, the Calumet players will share a small tradition by reading A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clarke, more commonly known as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. We hope you enjoy this performance and have an opportunity to share it with others. So let's begin. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. From the top of the porch to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount in the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
To his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to
all of you, and all a good night.
Merry Christmas, fellow thespians.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
This is wonderful. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Good night.
Everybody, thank you.